What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Nate Rodriguez, and I'm back again with another great, valuable video for you guys today. In today's video, as you guys have seen in the title, what I'll be going over with you guys today is how to properly backtest on Tradingview. So if you guys are not familiar with Tradingview, Tradingview is pretty much the app that, or the website that everybody looks at their charts on. It's the most clean in my opinion. It's the most user-friendly in my opinion. I just like the way it looks. I like the way it works. I just been on it since I ever started trading. So since the beginning of my trading journey, I've been on Tradingview, and let's get right into it. So pretty much the way that this works is you're gonna want to create a, what do they call this? A layout. So you're gonna want to create a layout on your Tradingview. Excuse me. You're gonna want to create a layout on your actual Tradingview for your back testing, because you don't want your actual charts that you trade on to have to get deleted each and every time. And you want to have, like, you know, the separation. You want to be able to have your back testing charts where you can delete the markups, and you want to continue to delete the markups so you get better and better and better at marking up. And you want to have your normal trading charts where you don't delete the markups so you can execute on trades each and every day. So I created mine. Mine is called the lab, and pretty much after that, you're just going to choose whatever pair you want to back test. I recommend whatever pair you normally trade, and I also recommend only ever really trading one pair at a time, just so that you're more familiar. I really recommend that you backtest one pair and that you trade one pair, just so that you get as familiar as possible with that one pair and you know exactly how that pair moves, because ultimately at the end of the day, that's just going to help you be able to catch better moves on your pair, because you're going to understand that pair like it's your girlfriend. You're going to understand everything about that pair. So the way I usually start off with my back testing is I'll go into the monthly time frame, the biggest time frame, so I get the full picture of what's going on. And from there, ultimately, I'll mark up little things that I see. So like on here, I see some divergence. If you can see that right there, that is divergence. And I can see a trend line coming up through here. And I'm doing this fast. I'm not doing this to actually, you know, be perfect and actually take a trade. I'm just doing this to show you guys for an example. I'll do an actual breakdown and actual technical analysis video in the future, but this one is just to show you guys how to back test. But boom, there goes the trend line right there. Then we could come down onto the weekly time frame, same thing. And as we're actually doing this, we would want to, you know, write these things down that we're seeing so that we can keep track throughout our back testing. So we want to have the full story, so we would be like monthly time frame. I spelled that all the way wrong. Monthly time frame, and put everything that we see. Cool. Go down to the weekly time frame. Enter everything that we see. You get the gist pretty much of what we're trying to do here, but you want to keep track of everything and just go down time frame by time frame by time frame, ultimately until you get down to the time frame that you're going to be trading on. Now, I made an example here for you guys earlier. This will be a loss. This will be what a loss looks like. And ultimately, I put this right here to show me exactly, you know, where I would have entered and where I would have got out and where my stop loss would be. That's what this tool is for. But ultimately, this will be a loss, right? This will be a trade that will be a loss. And when you have trades like this, you know, after you got all your confirmations together, you end up putting this tool there and you end up taking the trade. What you're going to want to do is, I don't know why I put the divergence thing on the monthly time frame. Don't ever do that. I honestly, when I do divergence on the monthly time frame, all I ever do is I put it on the actual charts. I don't ever put it on the RSI, because you put it on the RSI, when you go down to minor time frames, it's going to be your entire RSI. So I definitely wouldn't do that. My fault for showing you guys that. But like I said, you're going to come down. You're going to find a trade setup that you see that you like. This one ended up being a loss. I didn't really actually take this trade. I just put this on here for you guys, so you guys had an example of what something looked like. A trade, a back-tested trade would look like. And then ultimately what I would do is I would look at this trade and I would write down exactly why I lost this trade. So for this example, the reason this trade didn't go where it was supposed to go was because structure was never broken. So why did I lose? Structure was bullish. You took sells, and there was never a break of structure. I probably spelled a lot of that wrong because I rushed it, but that's pretty much what you would do. Then what I would do is I would go to my camera. I would click copy link, because like I always tell you guys, you always want to keep track of things, because ultimately this chart right here is going to get deleted and put back up a million and quadrillion different times just for your practice. So what you want to do is you want to click copy link. You want to take that link over into your Telegram. You want to create a back testing channel for yourself, and then you pretty much ultimately want to do what I did here for all of my trades that I take. So pretty much whatever you're trading, what kind of position did you take a buy, did you take a sell, and then ultimately why did you take that trade, and then at the end put a conclusion. Is there anything you could have did better? Could you got a better entry? Just things like that. Anything that you can improve on, you want to put that in the conclusion section. And then also I have losses in here as well. And pretty much for the loss, you want to write what you took, the trade that you took. You want to put the pictures in there of the trade that you took, and you ultimately want to explain to yourself why you took that loss in the market. And the reason that we do this is ultimately just because we want to be able to go back and reference and understand why we won or why we lost trades in backtesting. And the beautiful thing about backtesting is it's actually good to lose, because when you lose, you have more, you pretty much get more practice. You get to see more examples of tough situations, things that you wouldn't, you get to take the losses pretty much in backtesting and not losing actual money, and be more prepared when you go into the market. And it lets you see things that happened in the past that are most likely going to come up again in the future, and just will pretty much keep you better prepared for it. It's kind of like when you take a test in high school and they let you have a practice test on the test, and you can see in that practice test, oh look, this is how this problem works, and then you see a problem just like that on the actual test, and you know exactly how to execute on it. It's the same exact thing with this, just keeping track of all your data from previous trades that you done had, that you done took, because eventually in the market is going to repeat itself. We're going to see the same things again. So it's pretty much like creating a cheat sheet for yourself, and it's also visualizing all your mistakes so that you don't have to ever make them again. They'll be ingrained in your mind, and you'll be able to see like, okay, I lost a trade that looked just like this before because I did this. So going forward, I'm not going to do that exact same thing again. I'm going to, you know, be more cautious, be more patient, be more mindful before I do that. And ultimately, you're just going to learn way more like this. Like, just back testing and not keeping track of anything is pointless to me. If you just take trades and you just, like, say we just did this, we took this trade, then we let it play out some more. Why is my thing frozen? We let it play out some more, then say that we went and we put a buy right here, then we just put our stop loss there and our take profit there, then we just let it play out, like, and then you let it go all the way to the take profit or it gets stopped out, and then you just go on to the next one. You don't learn anything. It's like you're just playing the game. It's no actual like context to what you're doing. You're not actually learning anything, and then you're just ultimately like this right here. See, like, I had no clue that I was gonna go there. I didn't do anything in particular. I just placed the buy just like how I placed that sell, and it went there. So you want to be able to study now. So for this perfect example, now how can I study? Now you can study this one as well. How did I win this trade? What happened that made me win this trade? And you study that. You take a picture of this again. You put that into your chat, and then you go over this, and you'll see a situation just like this later on in the future, where you'll be able to be like, oh wow, I know what happened last time this happened. I'm gonna take it the same way if my confluences and my confirmations are aligned. Pretty much back testing is all about practicing your edge, executing your edge, and documenting it. That's what you want. There are a lot of people who back test with paper. They don't actually use the whole Telegram thing like I just showed you guys. But with that, I mean, it's all your personal preference. I just like to be able to go back and actually see the charts, and I just feel like I'm more willing to go back and look at Telegram than look at a piece of paper that has numbers and a bunch of words. I'd rather be able to see the words and see the physical thing. That's just how I learn better, and I feel like that's how a lot of people will learn better. And if a lot of people thought about it and tried it that way, they would enjoy it that way too. But because this is what I do, so I'm going to teach you guys what works for me. You guys go ahead and try it out. If you guys want to go ahead and write down on paper, that's up to you. But this is how I back test, and pretty much that's it. You know, it's very simple. It's very beneficial. Make sure you definitely implement it into your own, you know, trading routine. You know, at least every day I would back test. And I wouldn't back test 10 million trades in a day. That doesn't do anything for you. I think it's like humanly, our mind can only make 3 great decisions a day or something like that. I think I read somewhere. So I would just recommend take about an hour, take about 3 trades, document them trades, study them trades, move on, come back tomorrow. You don't have to trade you don't have to back test every single day, because at the end of the day, you're just going to mess up your psychology. You're just going to overwork your brain, and you're going to be all messed up. I tried it. It doesn't work out like that. I learned that I'm way better when I just focus on 3 well thought out trades, and I'm able to learn from them, win or loss, and I attack the market better the next day like that. But that'll be the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I'm dropping a bunch of game, a bunch of value, a bunch of nuggets for you guys. And make sure y'all all take advantage of this. And I'll see you guys in the next one.